We'll guide you through how to fix your PC is on, but there's no signal or no output on your monitor, and you're experiencing a black screen. If you find this useful and it solves your problem, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. This can be a really annoying problem because you want to go and use your computer, but you're unable to. You're getting no output from it or a black screen. So we're going to guide you through some different fixes you can try. Make sure this full guide and don't skip anything, as we're covering different methods, so you want to go and see if one of them will go and solve it. Hopefully it will, and you'll then be able to go and get using it again. So don't skip anything and watch this full guide. Without any further ado, let's go and get started. So to get started, we're going to start off some more simple things and then get more advanced. So first of all, what you want to do is, of course, make sure your monitor is powered and turned on. So you can go and check the power cord on the back of it and they go up into it as well. So after you know it definitely is, then of course you want to make sure it's turned on. So at the bottom or the side, there may be a power button, which you need to go and press to go and turn it on. And also after you've gone and turned it on, make sure you're using the correct input, because often monitors are going to go and have different inputs, HDMI, DisplayPort, and even multiple of them. And often in the menu on the side here, you're going to be able to go and set it to be using the right display, or right input, I should say. That's really important. So make sure you're using the correct input for the monitor. Next, you want to go to the back of the monitor as well. And you want to make sure the cable is properly plugged in and pushed in all the way and not loose. Next, we're going to come to the computer itself. Now, there are different things we're going to check here, but first of all, come to the back. And what you need to do is you need to make sure you're plugging it in to the correct output. So on a lot of desktop computers, you're going to go and find that we've got the motherboard here, and there is a output here. You can go and see we've got HDMI and DisplayPort, but we're not using them because this is a dedicated GPU. Now you may go and experience a black screen because often the motherboard outputs are disabled if it has a GPU or dedicated graphics card, which I do. So therefore you want to make sure you're using the graphics card if you go and have one, and not the motherboard, as that can be why you are experiencing the problem. Next, you want to go and power it down. So we can tap and hold the button like so and make sure that it's turned off like this. Next, you want to go and unplug it from the wall to make sure it's got no power. And what we need to do is go and remove the side here. So this problem can actually go and be caused by the RAM. If the RAM isn't working correctly, it can go and cause a black screen. So you're going to go and have the RAM sticks. As you can see for me, here they are. So I've got two. What you want to do is you want to go and remove these both if you've got multiple. So you're going to see these clickers at the top, and then at the bottom, you push them and then they're going to go and lift out. And what you want to do is just make sure that they're clean. Often dust or dirt can go on them. And so what you can do is remove them and just blow them off. But often just going and removing them, giving them a blow and then putting them back in will go and solve the problem, as dust can go and cause the issue. So what you can do is then just go and put it back in. If there are multiple ports, you can try using different ports in case there's a problem with the current ones you're using, and go and see if that goes and solves it. The next you want to try doing, if that still doesn't, is you want to go and locate the CMOS battery. So essentially on the motherboard, you're going to go and have a little battery. So what we can do is we can go and locate it. It can go and look different on different computers. So in this case, my CMOS is down here under the graphics card. So what you can do is go and locate it. In some cases, it's on a little tag. And what you can try doing is removing it. So to do that, there's a little tab there. You go and push to the side and it will then come and spring out, and you can go and remove it for probably around 5 minutes. We've actually got a guide on how you can do that, which you can go and check out. So after you go and remove it for around 5 minutes, then what you can do is put it back in, and this can just go and refresh things, especially with the motherboard, and hopefully that will then go and solve the problem. That's it. Hopefully now the display will be working. If you found this useful, then please consider subscribing and liking the video. I look forward to help you again in the future with another how-to.